In the words of the poet, oh God, let something essential happen to me. Something more than interesting, something more than entertaining or thoughtful. Oh God, let something essential happen to me, something awesome, something real. Speak to my condition, God, and change me somewhere inside where it matters. A change that will burn and tremble and heal and explode me into tears or laughter or love that throbs or screams or keeps its terrible cleansing silence and dares the dangerous deeds. Let something happen in me, which is my real self, oh God. Oh God, let something essential and passionate happen in me now. Strip me of my illusions of self-sufficiency, of my proud sophistications, of my inflated assumptions of knowledge, and leave me shivering as Adam or Eve before the miracle of the natural, before the miracle of this earth that nurtures me as a mother and delights me as a lover. The miracle of my body that breathes and moves, hungers and digests, sees and hears, that works the most amazing messages of what and when and how, coded and curled in every cell, and that dares to speak the confronting word, oh God, let something essential and joyful happen in me now. Something like the blooming of hope and faith. Something like a grateful heart. Like a surge of awareness of how precious each moment is. That now, not next time, now is the occasion to take off my shoes. To see every bush afire. To leap and whirl with neighbor. To gulp the air as sweet wine until I've drunk enough to dare to speak the tender words, thank you, I love you, you are beautiful, let's live forever, beginning now.
I am light, I am light. 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 I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. 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 I am light, I am light. I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that caused me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. I am light, 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 I am light. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. It's all light. I am light, I am 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 light. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light, I'm all light. I'm all light. I am light, I am 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 light.
Dear friends, family, teachers, colleagues, mentors, musicians, crew, community past, community present, even community future. It's my honor to welcome you to the Unity Ordination Ceremony of the Reverend Nina Clark. It's an ordination in form that acknowledges an ordination in spirit that has already so clearly transpired in the life of an authentically noble soul. It's an ordination in form that represents years of study, collaboration, conversation, challenge, demonstration, and courageous self-discovery. And it's an ordination in spirit that represents an unwavering commitment to those wondrous truths that would elevate, unite, and then always heal this family of life. So we begin tonight's ceremony by hearing from a few of Reverend Nina's cherished teachers. Presenting in order, Reverend Jane Hiatt, licensed Unity teachers Barbara Thorp, Jack Eckrem, Angela Eckrem, and Connie Munro, the Reverend Linda Spencer, and finally, Rabbi Ted Falcon. These presentations will be followed by tonight's keynote address. This will be offered by Reverend Nina's mentor, the esteemed Reverend Becky Whitehead of Unity, Omaha, Nebraska. And of course, the formal ordination ceremony. For now, Reverend Jane Hiatt.
Reverend Nina, I am so overjoyed to call you today by that title, which you have studied so hard and grown so significantly to earn. You step today into a sacred collective, a circle of spiritual leaders, guardians and explorers of higher consciousness. For this, you were birthed into the holy mind of the great mystery. This is you as the great mystery expanding its territory, widening its circle of love. You are called, and with every calling, there comes built-in momentum and intuitive awareness of how to proceed, just as the acorn knows how to become an oak. You know how to do this. You will get so many opportunities in ministry to align yourself with love and with power on a daily basis. That's what makes it such a great calling. You will feel the power and the love that flows through your eyes and your words and your hands and your heart above all. There's nothing like it. It's not easy being a minister. There are days, sometimes years, when it all feels so hard and you don't know how to proceed. But these are days when you remind yourself, and when you surround yourself with a circle of wise friends who will call you home to your truth. And in these days, you remember that it's never you who are doing this. You are the extension of the divine. It is not your small self who has this job, but your grand self. Also, remember that there are a whole cadre of unity teachers and ministers who, and your beloved community here, who are more than happy to hold your hand and help you over any hump that comes along. I have a poem that was gifted to me by a member of my community when I was ordained, and I'd like to share it with you now. When you first heard the light, first beheld the sound of your own wings, and your senses did a dozy-do with God, the world was suddenly so vast a place where fear could be smirking in the shadows. But you knew this scary place. You knew it was just a giant temple in the dark. And so you became a glow, a myriad of flickering pixels growing to 1,000,000 candle power, an emerging angel, a minister of light, an emissary of laughter, a messenger of joy, a comfort to the world. Jumping so high, dancing your own dance, knowing that God would never hurt you or let you fall. An angel whose clarion call is a gentle voice, a healing heard round the world, escorting darkness softly out the door, bringing light to every soul in this giant temple, rolling back the very roof to dance with glory. Reverend Nina, we have walked together now for several years as friends. We first met at the Unity Worldwide Convention when we were both newcomers, feeling a little unsure of ourselves. How we have grown during that time. today, I feel so honored, so blessed to be part of your ordination, to welcome you into the company of Unity ministers as colleague as well as friend.
Reverend Nina, it is my joy to be here to celebrate you, dear friend, and my dear associate minister. I first met Nina in this very room about 7 or 8 years ago. She introduced herself to me as future Minister Nina. And I was a little taken back. And then as I sat down, I thought, she is practicing our principles. Nina had planted that seed of yearning to love, teach, and serve for a greater good. I was impressed with her bravery, her conviction to speak the word, her heart's desire to state that heart's desire out loud to really a stranger. How empowering. And that is our Nina. About a year later, I had the privilege of being the Unity teacher for a small group of enthusiastic, knowledgeable learners. All had a heart calling to love, teach, and serve. From that group of 5 or 6, depending upon the class, we now have 3 Unity teachers and 1 certified hospital chaplain. What an honor. Nina was in that group. In the small classes, I got to know her personally. We connected heart to heart. She was my star pupil in metaphysical Jeopardy. She clicked faster than anyone else, and she knew all the questions. So after a short period of time, I realized Nina probably knew more than her teacher in many ways. Nina, you are knowledgeable, wise, honorable, dedicated, and the most important thing, always open to learning. May we learn and grow together in this wonderful community. It is my honor to be a small part of your journey to ministry, to love, teach, and serve, so that others may know the truth of their being. Congratulations, dear friend, Reverend Nina Clark.
Nina, we met you just shortly after arriving at Unity in Lynnwood, after we'd been a long time at another Unity ministry. And we found out that you're taking courses to become a Unity minister. We had kind of decided we were going to retire from teaching, but quickly agreed to work with you on the courses that you needed. Thus began a long and loving relationship that we've had. Although, to kind of follow on with what was just said, we were the teachers, and I put that in quotes. You already possessed academic credentials and consciousness that far exceeded any of the requirements of the courses that you were taking. As a result, we were able to really study the topics at a much deeper level than we could have otherwise, and that was a blessing, I think, to all of us. It was truly a pleasure to work with you. We consider you one of the top 2 students we've worked with. And in my case, that includes a number of military students and college students. and since your licensure, our experience has continued to be very positive. It's a wonderful experience. Your knowledge, consciousness, and presence has been important to us personally, and of course also to our Unity in Lynnwood family. It's been an honor, a privilege, and a true pleasure to have the opportunity to work with Reverend Nina for these past few years. We're very grateful.
Reverend Nina Clark. That sounds nice, doesn't it? One of your favorite authors, John O'Donohue, wrote that when you find your calling, you come into rhythm with the yearning of your soul. I think that really describes you, Nina. You are in rhythm with the yearning of your soul. You yearn to know, you yearn to share what you know, and to share what you are discovering in your own ongoing quest for new awareness. And you yearn to serve. This ministry is all the more powerful with you as our new associate minister. You, along with Reverend Dr. Richard, our resident, I call him our resident mystic Renaissance man, and Matthew, our music minister, with his sacred songs and powerful heavenly voice. And now, Reverend Nina, our radiant source of wisdom. Dynamic ministry indeed, don't you agree? All of you, the depth of your teachings, your joy, and your laughter delight and enliven us all. But back to Nina for a moment. For the record, for the Unity classes she took from us, Nina followed the syllabi. She did all the readings, relished the discussion, and as her final assignments, wrote truly insightful papers. As Jack said, a stellar student. But I must say, the connection between student and teacher was very fluid indeed. Who was the teacher and who was the student? It was a lovely waltz together. And we have become lifelong friends and confidants, and we are truly blessed that you continue to grace our lives. Reverend Nina Clark, namaste.
I am so delighted, Nina, to be here and to be able to honor you on this accomplishment and you finding the perfect place in your life to share your gifts. When I met you a few years ago, when we hopped into the same cab at the hotel somewhere down in Missouri and headed for the airport. And got to know you as a friend, I believe, as we both attended the World Parliament of Religions and met up every day at the Sikh Langar to have our lunch sitting on the floor and having dal and chapatis. But I don't think I really knew you until you walked into the classes that I was teaching in the SEE weeks. There are some students that you look at and they've just got it. And it was so obvious that you had the love of the material, you had the mind to take us all further in our own journeys by talking in class, by your writings. So I thought today it would be appropriate to offer you a blessing. And Angela mentioned John O'Donohue, and his words I thought would be just the most appropriate we might share. A blessing for our dear friend, Reverend Lena. May the light of your soul guide you. May the light of your soul bless the work you do with the secret love and warmth of your heart. May you see in what you do the beauty of your own soul. May the sacredness of your work bring healing light and renewal to all those who work with you and to those who see and receive your work. May your work never weary you. May it release within you well springs of refreshment, inspiration, and excitement. May you be present in what you do. May you never become lost in the bland absences. May the day never burden. May dawn find you awake and alert, approaching your new day with dreams, possibilities, and promises. May evening find you gracious and fulfilled. May you go into the night, blessed, sheltered, and protected. May your soul calm, console, and renew you. Nina, I've taken the liberty of putting the words together in a form to remind you of this blessing that we all join in today, and to know in our hearts that you are going to be a very fine minister and to continue in the great work that you do with our dear friends here. Thank you so much for being a friend and for offering your talents to the Unity movement.
Indelible moments, I call these. Moments when an inner commitment has become an outer reality. Stepping stone by stepping stone, we arrive at a point that we don't even remember when we dreamed or when that first spark ignited. And then we find ourselves in a moment like this. You've passed through the obstacles, you've moved around the landslides, you've risen to new heights, you've moved in ways that perhaps you never imagined yourself moving. There were probably dragons on the path, and who knows what other seeming threats would have taken you away from the reality of who you are by birth, by being, by incarnation, by the living forth of the reality of the truth of your being that overrode any thought you've ever had about what you were or who you could be or what your purpose might be. Your purpose to be a light in the world, your purpose to do the work on yourself so that others might see themselves in your reflection and know that they could ignite a light, they could ignite a promise, they could ignite a dream. We're a testament to your dream. And we're here not casually, but to each be inspired to move in our own ways into that next experience that's calling us. No matter where we seem to be or where we've been, the call is strong because we witness your call and we witness your arrival in this moment, which is just the beginning of what wants to be born, It's just the threshold. And with it comes, as Jane said, trial and tribulation, but it's only for your growth. And the people around you benefit through the experience of your willingness to continue to own and be a testament to that which is greater than any storm. What do we look for in a storm but a calm center? And so I met you because you seem to be an attachment to Dr. Richard and Matthew. It was like linked up beings that were one person, somehow an expression, but truly individuals in your own right. And then I saw you. Then I saw Nina. And when I saw Nina, I saw that when there was a storm, here was a calm center. Here was a lighthouse. Here was a place that I wanted to be, with someone who would go deep and question the norms and stand as a testament to ideas that might not be the most comfortable, but were the most empowering. I saw Nina, and I saw the exterior being a quiet seeming presence, but I saw underneath a spiritual revolutionary, an activist, somebody who would make a difference in the world. You came into the class that I was teaching, metaphysical interpretation. I was already way over my head. It had been 100 years since and you walked in and I went, oh no, she's here. She's calling me way higher than I intended to go here. And you were going to ask the hard questions, and you were going to present the best work, and you were going to be something. And you were drinking it in like the deepest kind of seeker, student, teacher, remarkable being that you are. I have such love for you and such respect. When I needed you most over these last months, you showed up every month in my ministry to fill the pulpit when I couldn't. You inspired the people that I love and care for. You ministered, you were a leader, you were a strong teacher. I was there every one of those Sundays, drinking in the wisdom that you were bringing and being so grateful for you as my minister in those moments, in that time. You are a light unto an awakening age. You are a dream come true. You are the kind of minister that stands in the knowing of presence as an emanation of truth. And for your presence in this world, I am so profoundly grateful. There's a wonderful story about a Japanese village, a small Japanese fishing village. And the local fishmonger, dirty, smelly, the rumor began to go around that he was enlightened. And people said, oh, it couldn't be him, as we might say to ourselves. So one of the villagers met him on the path one day and said, the rumor is out that you are enlightened. And he said, oh, I wouldn't know. But where I walk, trees grow. Where you walk, lives are changed. God bless you forever. Thank you.
Well, here I am, dear Nina, wanting to share with you blessings for this remarkable moment and your remarkable achievement, particularly at this time of such challenges, to hold your beautiful heart open, to open your consciousness to the clarity of sharing that you bring forth. But I must say that the most difficult thing for me is to try to keep this within 5 minutes. I don't know if I've ever kept anything within 5 minutes. So I want to cut to the chase, and I want to say, I really can't give you a blessing. That's because you are a blessing. Each and every one of us is, in fact, the very source of blessing. And what I have continually witnessed in you is an exuberance and a clarity of that blessing that just calls forth a resonance in each and every one of us. So I want to share with you the deepest words of blessing from my tradition. But I want to remind you that they speak of the radical opening to the blessing that you are. The radical opening to the celebration of the one you are, the one you share, the one you express. Nina, Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. The Holy One within you blesses and keeps you always. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. That one is the illumination of your being, radiant, sharing with all you meet. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. In your remarkable journey, know that that illumination, that blessing grows only more full, only more clear, that you might share, that you might celebrate, that you might express the greatest blessings of love, of compassion, of joy, of well-being with all you meet. Blessings to you, Nina. You are a blessing.
This is the sound of one heart starting to hear. This is the sound of faith stepping out of fear. Oh, the journey of one soul's passage through time. And oh, this is one lone dreamer learning to fly. This is the sound of love reaching out from the storm, calling through the thunder, through the anguished war. And I can feel the winds, feel them beginning to turn. And oh, this is one small light starting to burn. And your love is shining in everything you do. And I hear you calling for me, for calling all the children to gather as one. And I can see us there, see it clear as the blue. And oh, this is one small part. Here is my gift to you. And your love is shining in everything I do. And I hear you calling for me, for all roads lead, all roads lead, and your love is shining in everything I do. And I hear you calling for me, for all roads lead, all roads lead, all roads lead, all roads lead, all roads lead. So count the hilltops, count the towns, as we're crossing over. See no, hear no, speak no sound on this golden flight.
Before the formal ordination ceremony, we have words from Reverend Nina Clark's mentor. She is the senior lead minister at Unity of Omaha, Nebraska. She's on the leadership team for the Field program, which is the program both Nina and I came through. She is a light to a movement. She is a light to a people. She is a light to me. Will you welcome to Unity in Lynnwood the Reverend Becky Whitehead, please?
So thank you. It is indeed an honor to be here tonight. And it has been indeed an honor to walk this walk with Reverend Nina. And there's been a joke. She's been saying, what are you going to say? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to say. It'll come to me. I'll come up with something. I'll try not to embarrass you, but it'll be okay. You know, the interesting piece is, yes, I serve on the field ministry in the field ministry program. I also came up through that program. And I remember sitting on the admissions panel for Nina. And she got up and she answered our questions, and we would ask a question and she would pause and she would answer. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, this woman knows what it means to tap within and to listen for the answer. When I grow up, I want to be like that. I want to pause before I speak. I want to listen before I speak. And so you offered a great lesson for me, and I appreciate that. So when it came time, so we go through this process. We go through a process of determining the admission, whether or not they will be entered into the program. And once that happens, then we go through the process of determining where their skill sets are and who's going to walk with them, who's going to be their champion. And we do get to say a little bit about who we get to pick. And serving on that leadership team, I kind of have a little more pull from time to time. And so when Nina's name came up, we all were in agreement that yes, she should be admitted to the program. And I immediately said, and she's mine. And they're like, okay. And I said, I see who she is. That has been the greatest blessing that I've had as I've gone through my service, because it is an act of love. It is a volunteer service within the Unity movement, because I also serve on the panel for the skills demonstration for licensed teachers. So I get to see those and know, I can spot, there's a future minister. And then get to work with them when they come into the field program. Now I get to work with all applicants for all three ministry paths in Unity. And it's wonderful when I see the brightest and shiniest stars come through. And then it's my honor to know that I'm standing here before one of our brightest stars. So when Reverend Richard asked me to do the keynote tonight, I thought, okay, what am I going to say? And I remembered something that was gifted to me during my ordination. And it's something very special. It was a writing by James Dillard Freeman that was adapted. And it was adapted by Reverend Mark Fuss and Reverend Kelly Esela. And it was presented at my ordination. And so I want to share that with you, but I also want to speak to a little bit that this isn't just about a minister. This truly has to do with who we all are and who we are all called to be. Because if we truly tap in and listen, as is so beautifully demonstrated by our beloved sister Nina, if we truly tap in and listen, we know we all hear that voice saying, yes, you are a minister. You may not go through all of this stuff. You may not go through all of the classes. You may not have somebody that you have to call every month, and you may not have somebody that you have to send a text to every week telling me what you did to take care of yourself. But we are all ministers. So as I share these words, I want you to listen. I invite you to say, is this mine to do? And I will encourage you to say yes, as Reverend Nina has, as so many of us have, to our journey. So what does it mean to be a minister? It means to express with confidence and power who you have come here to be. Yes, that's all of us. It means to be humble, willing to step back, allowing and encouraging others to know their own glory, feel their mastery, and to shine brightly. Yes, I see that. It means to keep faith for yourself and others, even when life seems dark, to feel the strength and groundedness of certainty, which is the deeper place of source, inside that never changes. It's that deep place that never changes. And yet at the same time, it means being poised to leap courageously into the mystery of life. It means to have a generosity of spirit, to practice giving and receiving so that others will experience a living demonstration of creative abundance. It means to love fully so that each person leaves your presence with a sense of wholeness and belonging and the knowledge that their presence here on earth matters. It means to be hopeful, calm, and healing, to be that presence in the midst of conflict, so that those who are contentious will have someone to whom they can turn to find peace and be lifted up. It means to freely give your support to those who ask, and to those who may not have the words to ask, but the essence says, please help me. Yet it also means knowing when not to press yourself on another. It means to love with abandon, so that those to whom you minister may truly know what love is. It means to live a prayerful life, to make your prayers come alive, alive for you and alive for those to whom you minister, and through your creativity of your thoughts, your words, and your deeds. It means to share in the great moments of life, in birth and sickness, marriage and death, and all these times, whether crisis or celebration, to bring forth and be a blessing, and above all, be a sense of presence. That occasion we cannot see and the meaning that we sometimes overlook. It means to be God-centered and human-hearted, to involve yourself in humanity, to keep your vision on divinity, and so draw forth in and around you human form, recapturing the image of God. This is what it means to be a minister. This is what you have said yes to. This is what others of us have said yes to. This is what I encourage us all to say yes to be God-centered and human-hearted. For that is the truth that we speak in unity. That is the truth that we desire to all live by. And so, Nina, it has been my honor and my pleasure to serve as your mentor. But even beyond that, it is more my honor and my pleasure to call you friend. My honor and my pleasure to call you my colleague. To know that you are there, to know that you are here, being a bright and shining light. And knowing that every step that we have taken together has been a step that has served us both, because it is a step of growth for each one of us. Being a minister, as it's been said many times, can have its challenges. But if we take a deep breath and pause, as I know you do, and think and listen and feel, we know that each and everything that appears as challenge is nothing but a blessing, just waiting to be recognized and to be expressed. So I just want to thank you and thank Richard and this whole community for being the light that you are, for supporting and being in this place, in this moment, for today and for tomorrow. Be blessed, my friend.
Are you ready? Give me a hug. Okay. Reverend Nino and I will share two readings in a call and response fashion. These have been provided by Unity Worldwide Ministries. Following that, we will mark this moment with three gifts. You ready? My sister, I love you. Please repeat after me. In an awareness of the activity of spirit, which has brought me to this moment of dedication, I accept my ordination and all that it symbolizes. As a stewardship from God, and I covenant to fulfill it in a life of faithful service. Please repeat after me. I affirm my unity with God.
I affirm my unity with God.
I affirm my unity with myself.
I affirm my unity with myself.
I affirm my unity with all ministers.
I affirm my unity with all ministers.
I affirm my unity with all people.
I affirm my unity with all people.
I affirm my unity with unity.
I affirm my unity with unity.
I affirm I am.
I affirm I am.
I affirm I am.
I affirm
I affirm I am.
I affirm I am.
Reverend Becky Whitehead will join us and present the first of our gifts. And your certificate of ordination will be signed by me immediately following this service. And finally, and Reverend Becky, if you would be willing, as Reverend Becky Whitehead places the stole upon your shoulders, it is my great honor, it is my delight to introduce to you for the first time the Reverend Nina Clark as an ordained Unity minister.
Hello, beautiful Reverend Nina. Congratulations on becoming an ordained Unity minister. We celebrate your servant's heart. I remember as a small child, and all through the years of growing up, when chaos swirled around me, your calming presence found me, and I could feel your love. And I remember asking, what would you have me do? You whispered into my soul, this gift will make your life whole. This treasure is for you. And you will love, and you will lead, and you will be my hands and feet, a guiding star with your servant's heart. No, this heart can still be broken, and sometimes it may bleed, but when it's kind and open, this life that you have chosen will give you all you need. Yours will be the path less traveled as you seek your sacred place. But even when it's painful, as one of my angels, you'll find amazing grace, and you will love, and you will lead, and you will be my hands and feet, a guiding star with your servant's heart. There'll be days you feel like giving up. Take the time to fill your cup. Take care of you. You will love, you will lead, and you will be my precious servant's heart.
Karen Taylor Good and Stowe Daly requested to honor this moment, collectively known as StoweGood. Reverend Nina Clark has requested to offer closing comments this evening. Before she does so, I'd like to invite her daughter, Madison Clark, who will share Reverend Nina's closing reading.
Hello. One little side comment, because then I'll just say, oh, that's crackly. Thankful for calling you my mother. Blessed to call you a friend. And I'm so proud of you. With that, my eyes already touched the sunny hill. Going far beyond the road I have begun, so we are grasped by what we cannot grasp. It has an inner light, even from a distance, and changes us, even if we do not reach it, into something else, which, hardly sensing it, we already are. A gesture waves us on answering our own wave, but what we feel is the wind on our faces. Thank you.
I did not realize this would be as impactful and overwhelming as it is. So I thought I'd just saunter up here and say a few words, but finding myself a little more emotional than that. But what I wanted to say is that, and I'm sure that every minister and LUT in here can attest, we do not become ministers by ourselves. This is not something that we arrive at without a lot of help, a lot of support, and a lot of love. When Dr. Richard asked me, who would you like to speak? I had to think for a minute, and I thought, who else but those who taught me? The generosity of your heart and time. Thank you. Thank you, each and every one of you. I could not be here without you. And I couldn't be here without my family either. They listened to a lot of my talks, and have just supported me in every way that I could possibly imagine. And I wouldn't be here without Matthew, who was encouragement during times when I just didn't think I could do it. And he was there for me. The song he sang, All Roads, that song got me through so many weeks and months and years of working and learning and growing and stretching. And so thank you so much for singing that song for me. And there is one person without whom I would not be standing here today. And that is my friend, my minister, my soul brother, Dr. Richard Loren Held. I would not be here without you. And so I have a song that I would like to dedicate to you. And at one point I thought I would sing it, and then I thought better. That was that pause thing that Reverend Becky referred to. And the words will appear on the screen because the artist who sings it, they aren't super clear, but I wanted you all to be able to know what the words are. So this is to all of you who just supported me, and to all of you in the congregation, because there were words of praise and love and support from all of you at different times that kept me going. So thank you.
La
Thank you, and thank you to our amazing AV team who put this together at the last minute. So.
So you're invited to stay. We will celebrate this grand and glorious moment with our dear friends who await our appearance behind the windows of the Ben & Jerry's ice cream truck. You're welcome to have as much as you like. This is it's a third grade fantasy. A third grade fantasy for each of you. Here's how we're handling this evening. We will enjoy the reception out of doors. So you may access it one of two ways. You're welcome to go through the front doors and down the sidewalk. You're welcome to go down the main hallway and through the end door. You're welcome to go through Friendship Hall and through the double doors. And it's for all obvious reasons that we are asking that the celebration be kept out of doors. Thank you so much for your understanding. It has been an honor to have a role in the evening and in the profound ministry that is Reverend Nina Clark. Let's take a deep breath together. Let's close the outer eyes and let us close with that spiritual discipline that we choose to call prayer. And let us turn within where we can recognize, where we can remember, where we can come into a heightened awareness of that self-existent reality we would call God. Let's do that. Let's close yet again the outer eyes and turn within where we might find a higher truth. And for me, I experience this remembering as a wisdom that is ample. I experience this remembering as a deep faith and a sufficiency. I experience this remembering in a harmony that longs ever to press itself forth into form through human hands such as yours, through human hearts such as yours, and always as life. I experience this remembering as life. And in so doing, if you're like me, you might sense a certain gratitude arising, a gratitude rising for a remembering of wisdom, for a remembering of harmony, for a remembering of a sufficiency that is ample to your soul's duty here in Earth School, a remembering of life itself, the very truth of you. A gratitude. And as always, as we consider reopening these human eyes of ours to the world such as it is, such as it appears to be, we do not abandon this gratitude. We do not abandon this higher remembering of what our brothers and sisters might say is just God, remembering of God. We don't abandon this gratitude, but we bring it forth. We allow it to become the lens through which we be, individually and together. The softness of gratitude, the fragrance of thanksgiving. How good it is to be, and how good it is to be together. Let us close this holy time together as we always do at Unity in Lynnwood with sung words of blessing, with sung words of farewell.
May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your